Hey guys, this is Bermuda Grass Central down here in Carrollton, Georgia at West Georgia College. Basically just came down in here just to let you see kind of what the college scene look like for us, what kind of turf they use. And we're in the south, so mostly you're gonna just have Bermuda and zoysia grass down here. So it's not gonna be an extended video. I'm actually down here for a college tour with my daughter, but while I was down here I decided to shoot some footage. Guys, this is Michael again, Bermuda Grass Central at West Georgia College, and I just want you to see what their Bermuda grass looks like. Check it out. How you guys doing? This is Michael from Bermuda Grass Central. I'm here with Billy, and we're here at West Georgia College. Billy, just basically let me show them what you're riding. What's that? A
Walker.
This a Walker?
Uh-huh.
What kind of cut is it?
42-inch cut.
All right, you got a 42-inch cut Walker. And basically, what all are you doing today?
Well, we mostly just cutting Bermuda. And
okay. How tall are you cutting this Bermuda grass?
well, we're cutting it on 3 inches now.
3 inches, because it got so tall?
Tall, well, hot too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to, let it get good roots.
All right. How often do y'all fertilize it?
About twice to 3 times a year.
Okay, all right.
Well, usually in the spring and fall.
Y'all treat for nut sedge and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm. We put pre-emerge on it.
Okay.
All that, and we'll spray for nut sedge if it comes in. Starts getting in it.
All right. All right, Billy, I really appreciate the information. And like I said, this is Michael from Bermuda Grass Central. I'm here with Billy at West Georgia College. And he's riding a Walker 42-inch cut. All right. Appreciate that, Billy. Now, this is another area that I saw, a lot of weeds in. I'm pretty sure it'll look good once you get rid of the weeds.
Arts, music, English,
and I took this shot so you can see our feet down in the Bermuda, and it's roughly about 3 inches. I think this portion was already cut, and it was actually looking pretty good. I didn't see too many weeds, not too many nut sedge.
On the orientation, you make your own schedule, so
it's nice and thick.
There's a 15-minute break.
A couple of brown patches. That's expected right now in Georgia with all the rain and late night humid summer rain. This is the zoysia grass that I was talking about. Kind of looks like Bermuda, but this is actually zoysia. Like I said, it's uneven. It's not growing right. It gets a lot of traffic. People are walking through it, so they really need to get on that. Now, here's the other part where you can see
too, they got
a slew of weeds, nut sedge, clover, some broadleaf,
weeds,
a few dandelions in there. I don't think any in this video, but it's pretty bad. Now, Yeah, I don't know if I want to
self-explanatory. I don't know what happened here. It's full of weeds. It's the only thing I can tell you. They need to get somebody on that ASAP.
Look at that. That's horrible.
Let's see what else we got here.
Freaking out.
And this
I'm
is
all
me
about
just
the lawn
basically
care. I don't care
talking to
nothing
Billy
about
again. Listen up.
Okay, exactly. And here's that lawnmower they was using. 42-inch Walker cut. All the way around. Say he's cutting it at 3 inches. And one more question, Billy. Where do y'all dump the grass at?
We got a spot down there where we dump it and then we keep it and spread it out.
Oh, okay. All right. So y'all do recycle. All right.
Yeah, like I said, I hope Billy didn't think I was a stalker, but I'm just really excited to be there recording. I'm cutting that yard, and as you can see here, super tall nutsedge needs to be treated. A lot of clover. What's that? Some broadleaf, nutsedge, little stuff like that. Like I said, once this grass is cut, it's gorgeous, but these colleges don't allot a lot of money to basically treat weeds on as a needed basis. They just basically pre-emergent spring, pre-emergent fall, whatever happens in between, it is what it is, because these kids gonna walk all over it anyway. So that's kind of what happens with the grass that you see. Still gorgeous, but is not an highly maintained lawn property, as you can see. But it's a nice campus, and this is just some pictures of Einstein Bagels, which is on every college in freaking America. I mean, seriously, the Einstein Bagels in Chick-fil-A. Right here is it's Einstein Bagel again, and this is the bookstore. Basically, I got a picture that I took of the lawn over there. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for tuning in, and I got some further information. Hey guys, once again, when I talk about what we saw today at West Georgia College, it's pretty interesting. First of all, that college is like 640 acres. So that wouldn't be 640 acres of lawn, but that's a lot of property to keep up. One thing I did ask him, when did they fertilize? And this is pretty much a recap. He said the spring and once in the fall. That's normally when they do it. And at the time he was cutting it at 3 inches. The reason that he was doing it was because summertime, they only cut it once a week. That's the other thing. If you're cutting it once a week, I would suggest going up on the cutting height. Because you're not going to be able to keep it at 1 or 2 inches cutting it once a week. 1 or 2 inches, you basically cutting it every 2 to 3 days. 2.5 inch, you may get away with 3 to 4 or 5 days, depending on the weather, the rain, how much fertilizer you've put in it, what kind of fertilizer you put in it. A school of that size, more than likely it's not going the organic route, because it's just not in the budget unless they're making their own organics, which I've seen 1 or 2 colleges online actually do that, but 90% of them are using synthetic fertilizer. The other thing I noticed that they had a lot of lawn weeds. I saw a slew of nutsedge, broadleaf weeds, clover, some dandelions, not too many dandelions. He did say that they pre-treated with a pre-emergent. I'm assuming they do that at the beginning of the spring and probably at the end of the fall. But I don't think that they actually come back and treat the entire lawn from weeds when they see it. Even though he mentioned that they spray for nutsedge, I saw a vast amount of it. Now, one good thing about it, once the lawn was cut, gorgeous. But other than that, it has a weed problem. And he was riding a Walker mower. Now, I think it was a T23, or it could have been a T25i. I'm not sure. The only difference is it's a 42-inch cut. The only difference between the 23 and 20Is, one has the 25 has a tad bit more torque, or whatever the case may be, and it weighs maybe about 4 or 5 more pounds. That's a good mower. Even though I'm an ex-Mark guy, Walker mowers are also excellent choice if you had to choose one. And their herbicide budget goes back to what I was talking about, the weeds that I saw. I don't think that they have a really allotted budget to tell the school that, hey, we have to treat for weeds 2-3 times a season because of the vast amount of property that we have. And it's like I said, it's 90% Bermuda. I did see some zoysia grass. You probably saw it in the video. And you can tell it was uneven. That's why I don't really like zoysia, because once it gets past, 3 inches, it starts to lay over, and it's just too wavy. You got to keep that grass cut in order for it to look really good. Yeah, I got to go with a slow nitrogen release fertilizer also if you don't want that super growth, because we've been getting rain like crazy here in Georgia, and to cut it once a week with the amount of rain that we've been getting with a high nitrogen fertilizer, it's not mixing. Now they were bagging like within the school property, but like as far as the major kind of on the outskirts of the property, the super big fields or whatever, I saw them basically using a discharge. I didn't see a mulch mower, may have been one, but I didn't see one while I was out there. And the other thing was, that was pretty much it. I just kind of want you guys to see, how this Bermuda grass looks and reacts when you treat it. Like my particular lawn, I'm treating it 4, maybe 5 times with organics. This is the first year with the organics, so I actually treated it twice so far with a synthetic, and that's to give it a boost. My plan next year is, and I didn't, the boost I gave it was not full strength. In other words, I got 16,000 square feet. I didn't go and put 16,000 square feet worth of fertilizers of synthetics on my yard. I used roughly about 10,000 square feet of fertilizer for 16,000 square feet. And that was primarily just to give it that boost, to get it going. Once it's there next year, we'll probably drop it down to 2 times. And we're still gonna go 4 to 5 times with the organics. The organics is not gonna hurt it, but the plan is to go 100% organic within the next year or so. But a lot of this will depend on the rain, because this has been a real good season for us here in Georgia as far as landscape, as far as rain and homeowners, because you don't have a exuberant water bill. But once again, I just would like to thank you for tuning in to Bermuda Grass Central BYD. That's Bowman Charlie 4. I am Michael Bowman, and I will see you soon.